From the latest news to your favorite tunes, we've got your back morning, night, and afternoon. Join our family, connect with your crew. Kings FM 88.5, just for you.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because their SAR is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
I see in the next few months a nicer country, a very noisy country, rowdy country, a heavily divided country, a very tough economy, a sense of the hymn of authority. The coming in of the Unity Party is going to multiply the economic woes, the economic conundrum, the economic quagmire, the suffering of the Liberian people is going to multiply. We are not prophets of doom, but the reality will come.
Mr. President, recently we witnessed the demolition of the CDC headquarters in Comot Town, which was carried out through a court order. How does the administration ensure that such enforcement action are done fairly and without political interference?
The law is the law. It's not the government. It's the government implementation of the law. The police were ordered to do it, and they did it. Is that demolition is removal of the people from premises that don't belong to them according to the law.
George Weah, who is tempted by Joseph Boakai, who was drowning in his Egypt land, who was dead, very red up, dirty, stink. You could find him passing around, practically dead and useless. Why will such a man conduct make you Weah vex that you will struck the work and then lose God's own mission to take you to the promised land? That was the test of time today for George Weah. If George Weah had reacted, he would have fallen in the place of Moses.
The Liberian National Police commends the Congress for Democratic Change for the discipline, calm, and statesmanship demonstrated during the recent eviction process. Your respect for the rule of law, despite the deep sentimental value and history attached to the property reflects a maturity that strengthens Liberia's democracy. This movement is not only a testament to CDC's leadership, but also a reminder to all political institutions and citizens that our democracy grows stronger when lawful decisions are honored peacefully.
Today, you have a rebel police director who thinks that he has arrived. And the worst thing about all these people, they all benefited from the magnanimity of George Weah. Ranging from people on the bench of the Supreme Court, they got letters from George Weah. If some of them choose to pay him back with evil, it's up to them. The very Gregory Coma today, he worked in the previous administration when Weah came. He also got another letter again. If he chooses to do what he's doing, it's up to him. But one thing I can tell you for sure is this is how we had always been molded. That's how God has already molded Weah and catapult him into success. He will suffer rejection, denigration, humiliation. That has been his life. How can you make somebody who has been down the line their shame? The person has gone through shame. They have gone through disgrace. They have done everything they can. Whatever people thought and were laughing at them, they surmount everything and catapult themselves into becoming someone who is towering that the whole world can look at today. What more can you do? You think you're bringing that person down? You're just hurting yourself. In fact, what you are doing, you are destroying yourself. You know what it takes for you to proud in yourself of being bad? When people are looking for good image, you are happy in becoming a bad person. George Weah would never, ever buy in to your tricks. He would never, ever.
Mr. President, recently we witnessed the demolition of the CDC headquarters in Town, which was carried out through a court order. How does the administration ensure that such enforcement action are done fairly and without political interference?
The law is the law. It's not the government. It's the government implementation of the law. The police were ordered to do it, and they did it. If that demolition is removal of the people from premises that don't belong to them according to the law.
Why will George Weah, who is tempted by Joseph Boakai, who was drowning in his Egypt land, who was dead, very red up, dirty, stink, you could find him passing around, practically dead and useless. Why will such a man conduct make you Weah vex that you will struck the work and then lose God's own mission to take you to the promised land? That was the test of time today for George Weah. If George Weah had reacted, he would have fallen in the place of Moses.
The trickle happy partisans leadership of the police force with direct instruction from Boakai himself spurred into actions. There was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Boakai has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, amid the cheers of their partisans, they failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember the unity, strength, and identity of our party. and coalition are not found in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teeming supporters.
We shall overcome. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome. No, before this victory is won, some will have to get thrown in jail some more, but we shall overcome. Don't worry about us. Before the victory is won, some of us will lose jobs, but we shall overcome. Before the victory is won, even some will have to face physical death. But if physical death is the price that some must pay to free their children from a permanent psychological death, then nothing shall be more redemptive. We shall overcome.
We could become journalists today. We are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because the Asa is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country, as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Almighty, the creator and sustainer of the universe, who keeps watch over us in spite of our imperfections, politically, religiously, whatever delay, he keeps watch over us. But he does not keep watch over the wicked president, wicked vice president, wicked speaker, wicked senator, wicked representative, wicked people, just all the wicked people. He doesn't keep watch, but he gives time to repent. And when you can repent, well, you need to ask Nebuchadnezzar. Thank you all. Welcome to the show. Let's have a wonderful time together. Something. Yes. Johnson, Dolly, New Jersey, Brilila Warrens, Delaware, USA, Fatu Sheriff, Clady Allison, Delaware, USA, Nina Kuya, North Dakota, USA, James Dakar, Davis Soul, Castle Boy, Nuclear Town, Claude DePaul, Eugene Jobo, You are on. Good. Good to see you. Good to have you on. Josephine, Emin Sa, Nevet Pevet, Morovia, Juju Wonwe, Johnsonville, Moses Saka, Maryland County, Edward Zone, Rubberfield Highway, Boys Town, J. Mam Betty's son, Jackson C. Pony, Iron Factory, Block C Community, member, Block Titan Intellectual Center. The man himself has just come on, the chairman of Block Titan Intellectual Center, whose birthday is on the 23rd. So it's 22 days from today. Romantio Latupan, Cannibal, or Rico, for short, diehard Jowian, and a strong, ardent supporter of Kings 88.5. Never misses out on any one of the shows. He goes to bed when AB is off the air. We face the issues. That's when he goes to bed. A lawyer fan of Kings 88.5. Your birthday is on the 23rd. Thank you so much for being a lawyer supporter of Kings 88.5. Romancio Latupan Cannibal, or Rico for short. Musa A. Sharif, Sophie Congo Town, Estelle Giple, Plonko Community, Stephen Yakade, District 2, Lower Magibi County, Solo Watcorsia, New Georgia, Romeo Tanquia, Kaisi Johnson, Orita Choir, Delaware, USA, Joan Momolu, your business center, Galley Street, Beyond Water and Sewer, my Keke, right, Ibrahim Kurman, you are on to good. Keke, Kings 88.5, loud in your Keke. Let's go. Hope that it wouldn't make the Unity Party passengers vex. Patricia Brown, Rehab, ELWA Community, Fatu Conan. All right. And the protocol is so long, so very, very long, very long. Yeah. So time is of the essence. At 4 o'clock, from 4 to 5, the DEA is grappling with too many things. The DEA needs overhauling. Too many deep things are happening within the LDEA, Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. At 4 o'clock, one of the personnel will be in to explain some of the deep things, some of the shady deeds that are going on within the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. That place needs cleansing, not just dismissing or suspending, as the president would do, but no, the entire DEA, sorry to say, it is rotting. The entire DEA is rotting. It needs deliverance. It needs cleansing. It needs overhauling. Hold on for that conversation at 4 o'clock when one of the personnel will be in to explain exactly how things are happening within the DEA. Just so you know, she's already in the building. A female, she's already in the building. Hold on to that conversation. I'm going to run as fast as I can with my pointers so that she's in and she's given ample time that you people listen to her. Let's start out of Liberia. Let's start out of Liberia, please. These things are very important for you to know. Navarus M., good to have you on. Thank you for coming on. I hope that you are faring well. Very good man. We're inspired by your presence on the show. Let's start in Nigeria, where a woman was burned to death by a mob in northern Nigeria's Niger State after she was accused of blaspheming against Prophet Muhammad. According to the BBC, the police condemned the killing of the woman, identified by local media as a food vendor a food vendor, a person who sells food, a food vendor named Amaya, A-M-A-Y-E. That's how her name is spelled, A-M-A-Y-E. The police would describe it as jungle justice, saying that an investigation was underway to arrest and prosecute the perpetrators. The BBC quoted eyewitness as saying a man jokingly proposed marriage to the vendor, and her response was considered blasphemous by some people in the area. Unfortunately, it led to a mob attack, and the lady was set ablaze before a reinforcement of security teams could arrive on the scene to rescue her. Such killings are not uncommon, according to the BBC, in northern Nigeria, where blasphemy is regarded as a criminal offense under Islamic or Sharia law, which operates alongside secular law in 12 mainly Muslim states. At least 2 other people have been lynched over such accusations in the last 3 years, with critics pointing out that not enough is being done to prevent the killings that have targeted both Muslims and Christians. Just so you know, in 2022, student Deborah Samuel was beaten and burned alive in Sokoto State after being accused of making blasphemous comments. Last year, 2024, a butcher by the name Usman Buddha was stoned to death in the same state under similar circumstances. Though Nigeria's constitution upholds freedom of speech, the country, however, remains deeply divided on matters of faith and justice. Nigeria's Supreme Court in the past ruled that blasphemy allegations must be proven in court and not by presumption or guess or sentiment. That will take us to Namibia, where a head-on collision involving vehicles belonging to security services killed at least 16 people. The incident took place south of the capital, Windhoek, outside the town of Mariental on Saturday. No words can actually capture the depth of this loss. President Nentubo Nandi Undawa wrote on her social media page praising the souls of the fallen officers. Namibia has one of the highest road traffic fatality rates in the world. 2 civilians and 14 officers were among those confirmed to have been killed in the crash. The country's Ministry of Home Affairs initially put the death toll at 14, but an update on Sunday said that it had now risen as a police officer and prison officer died of their injuries after being taken to hospital. The Home Affairs Minister, Lucia Limpopo, offered her condolences and thanked those who attended the scene of the incident and the medical teams at Mariental State Hospital, while asking that the photos should not be displayed on social media. Unlike gruesome photos, they were put all out. Then, this is one of the things I thought to talk about, and we can take cue from it. If this cannot prompt the people here into action, well, then you just go on with complaining and complaining. It is abnormal. It is mental abnormality. You are groaning. You are complaining. You dissatisfy. You see the injustice. You see the existential injustice before your very eyes. And you refuse to take action, yet you just grumble within, complain within. It does not make sense. You know what legitimate action is? When it's affecting you and you take the appropriate action, it becomes legitimate. Because the action is weighing against you and is suppressing your livelihood. Every day we talk about those guys taking tens of thousands. And look at the recent GAC report. We'll get to that before our guest is in. You are all aware of the incident that occurred in Indonesia, where demonstrators were enraged by reports that 580 members of the House of Representatives have been receiving a housing allowance of 50 million rupiah, which is the Indonesian currency. Convert that to United States dollars, it will give you $4,739 every month, per month. That's what they were receiving per month since September last year. The same greedy act these guys in our country can show, the same thing. And you saw how it went. The people took to the street in anger. They demonstrated that anger. That's why they call legitimate temper tantrum. What happened? It led to change. Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto, what did he do? He agreed to revoke a number of perks and privileges for parliamentarians. What happened on today, Monday? The lawmakers saw their allowances scrapped and overseas work trips suspended under a new moratorium. The Indonesian president ordered the military and the police to act, however, against the protesters who had flooded the streets. You saw images of that. So that they would guide key locations, that those locations will not be destroyed, and warn the protesters against any acts of terrorism or treason. According to the BBC, people overturned the wreckage of a car that was burned during the violent protests in the capital, Jakarta. Student groups, not even civil society people and others, student groups demanded deeper reforms beyond the members of parliament's court. They demanded, besides cutting or scrapping their allowances and other things, the students demanded that the government goes beyond that. Year in, year out, we would cry, oh, the lawmakers there, the lawmakers there. You think those guys get time? Those guys are devilish. Those guys you see over there. You saw what happened? And you saw in Kenya, when they thought that they were law unto themselves, you saw what the people did? They demonstrated. They showed to them that they are the employers of those lawmakers. You see what happened over the weekend? They got fed up with their lawmakers, taking huge sums of money at the detriment of the masses. And you will sit down there, these rogues here We tell you we're working in the interest of the people, in the interest of no interest of the people. They're in the interest of their pocket, in the interest of themselves. They are the ones who are getting rich by the day. And you will sit down here and say you can do nothing. Continue to complain. Words don't change anything. Action changes. Words don't change. Action lead to change. And it led to the president taking action as per the constitution, how the governance system is, and he scrapped everything. Had the people not taken to the street to protest against the evil act of their legislators, that change would not have come. That's why Martin Luther King said, before this victory is won, some will be called that Mr. Rival and agitator. Before this victory is won, all manner of things will happen. But we are certain that we have that victory. Nothing in life comes on a silver platter. You have to struggle. You have to take risks. The guy sitting here and getting 10,000 United States dollars, more than that every month, and the state justifying why they should even take up to 25,000 United States dollars every month, and you sitting down and just grumbling. They will come with that shenanigan and tell you, oh, we're not getting this. And the executive are not approved this. And no counter development fund. No this and that. But do they sit at their home? Do they protest? By staying to that stage a ghost law, a lawmaker who is getting absolutely nothing whatsoever will go into action. And that action is protest to stop doing the work of the Liberian people and let the executive say, yes, that separate branch of government, you'll go sit down and see whether it will not affect the country. Because they are getting, despite complaining, they're not getting counter development fund, no social development fund, but there are other ways and means by which they are fingering things over there, so much so that they are getting rich by the day. They don't want to go and sit down. And that will take me to what GAC released. This is not the previous government, but this government that said no business as usual. The General Auditing Commission, the latest audit that came out, brought or exposed the criminal syndicate at the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, where Augustine Gafwan sits as the boss. A covert disbursement of over 2 million United States dollars in clear violation of the 2024 national budget. According to the audit report, the money was sent to the Ministry of Public Works, the Ministry of Labor, the Liberia Airport Authority, and the Bureau of Concessions without going through legislative scrutiny for approval. Meaning, that a GSC report, you know what GSC said? When you are of substance and value, nobody will disrespect you. When you have integrity and you live that integrity, nobody will disrespect you. That place called legislature has no integrity whatsoever. It is spineless, just as Dillon used to call his colleagues spineless. So he introduced that word. We're using it because they are there, and all these monies are being used at the detriment of the people, and they're not talking. Equally, they are spineless. So the executive will not respect them. GAC, other reports say they never went through the legislature. They took the money and said, oh, Labor Ministry, yeah, you're on to do X, Y, Z. Public Works, yeah, your own. Airport Authority, this is yours. The people call legislature, yeah, then sit down over there, and they want to write BB car, and they want small money, when we put money in the envelope and chunk it to them. That is why no government has ever respected the legislature. No disrespect to them as first branch of government. We have always wanted them to be respected because of the governance structure. But they gave us the understanding to know that they are subservient institution or subservient body of government. Over 2 million. They refuse. According to the law, it should have gone through legislative scrutiny for approval. They say, oh, God said whatever. But listen, when Richard Kuhn said anything the president wants, it will go through. That's what you're saying now. Meaning, we just here as legislator or unity party people, and we are the ones who will make everything work. And the guys here who are not part of unity party, not unity party lawmakers, what we'll do will be giving them envelopes so that they will be speechless. The GSE audit covering the period December 1 from January 1 to December 23rd, 2024. Now we are time that the Boaga time 2024 showed that the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning did not account for transactions totaling over $2 million United States dollars. According to Auditor General P. Gaswa Jackson, the transactions were concluded without supporting document. No document to show. But they say yesterday that we are not showing document. You United Party people should be ashamed of yourselves now. That your time is coming on you. When GSE was bringing up some of those things and say, oh, there was no document, no trace of this. You people were shouting all the place, writing on all kinds of stuff. Oh, we are there. We are government. The people they are road. Is it? Now the GSE is saying the same thing you accuse your colleagues of. You doing it. No document whatsoever. And anything without document is criminal. That's what GSE is saying. The transactions were concluded. The transactions were concluded without supporting document, such as payment, vouchers, invoices, or delivery notes. Nothing, which raised serious concern about the validity and accuracy of such transaction. No documents. When there is no document, you using document, everything is criminal. You came together and say, oh, let's do it. The legislature, you put it aside. In fact, let us have any document concerning it in your tear or and burn it. Let destroy evidence. That's what the GSE is saying. The Unity Party government, the government had said the predecessor messed the country up. Yeah, they are. The report went further. The GSE audit report went further to say that what happened now is it brings out a broader pattern of fiscal indiscipline at the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. Simply put, the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning is the one leading all of the criminal stuff. Gafan has to be careful. Otherwise, what he earned for himself over the years as good finance minister will damage in this Unity Party government. Let him sit down there and act like, why you think this man, Boyman Kamara, was happy to leave? Boyman Kamara saw ahead this kind of atmosphere. So when they brought that to him, he said, thank God. This is God saving me. And thank God the man is highly religious. So he prayed, and God revealed it to him. So he said, I wash my hand. I'm going. I wish you people well. Gafan, he said, he hero. That GSE is saying that all of these things originate from the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. But if the people can use, I know what, 22 million plus, or 43 to pin ministry, that it want. P. Gaswa, P. Jackson Gaswa said they found that the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning under disbursed budgetary allotment to 106 ministries and agencies by more than 78,200 million with no evidence that the Ministry of Finance or sector ministries issue warning about significant budget variations as required by the Public Financial Management Act. They bypass the Public Financial Management Act. Listen, whether you're lucky or not, whether Unity Party people like it or not, this country is not for Unity Party. This is not Bouakar's Republic. This is not Unity Party's Republic. This is the Republic of Liberia. Anything happens here, it affects everybody positively or negatively. And everybody has a voice in the running of this country. This government is criminal and criminal to the core. These are things. Yesterday, you accused your colleagues to the extent that President Bouakar said there will be no business as usual, meaning there will be no criminality. There will be no criminal stuff going on all over the place. There will be a system in place. And what happened? What do we see? The same thing. To the extent that the United States government, 2 reports on this Unity Party government point to the same thing. But I like how the atmosphere is going. Do you know that the atmosphere is interestingly tense? When I say interestingly tense, I mean the odds are weighing against Unity Party. And listen, anytime election occurred, Unity Party will lost. Anytime, leave it. Whichever way you can. That's it. This is just a tip of the iceberg I share with you. So let's take a few calls on this one as quickly as we can. Then our guest is in. A few calls, but before then, please permit me to have this break. Please let me have this break to make an adjustment as quickly as I can, please. Then we'll take few calls and then we'll face our guests. This break.
The Americans are well aware, and the international community, they are well aware of Joe Bouakar's health. Let me show you. And that is the reason how I used to be passing around looking for money for Joe Bouakar. And one know the bigger, the real beggar, this year, January 21, 2022. I apologize, Henry, but I'm doing a lot of consultation as regards our separation with the CPP. If possible, let's talk tonight. I said, okay, uncle, I'll be expecting your call. You see him talking about the separation? Some of you are making it look like it was we who just decided to separate from the CPP. It was Joseph Bouakar's idea for us to leave, and we did it. See me here. I sent him another. I said, then he said, good. Then I wrote him back. I said, and I have raised 1,500 USD for your visit to Redemption Hospital to visit with the survivors of the Stampede. That was when that pastor had the crusade on the field, D12 field, and people died. Abraham Kroma, right? Raised 1,500 US and sent it to Joe Bouakar for him to go and identify with the people. See why he wrote to me after I told you about the 1,500 US? You mean so much to me that I can never disappoint you. He said, you mean so much to me that I can never. You see, I wrote him, I said, look, uncle, the cash is in Liberia. My guy will deliver it to you tomorrow. He is my vice chairman for operations of the COP. He is Anthony Tengbe. This is the man that took the money to Joseph Bouakar to go to Redemption. Just to go to Redemption, we had to raise money to give to him. I will show you more. This is the real beggar. So Joseph Human Bouakar, February 25, 2023. I said, good evening, Uncle Joe. Jake sent me a draft press statement prepared for you on the tragic attack on former Chief Justice Gloria Scott. I think it's a good idea. I'm deeply concerned and sorry for her loss and terrible misfortune. I have arranged something to help facilitate the press conference. Just to pay for press conference, that me. Then he wrote me, are you sending the amount to Jake? Oh, when it comes to money, he wanted to go to his nephew, Jake. I said, yes, uncle. Since he's the one who's going to be coordinating, it's not a lot, just 1K. That means 1,000 US dollars. Then he writes, Joe Bouakar writes, listen to what he wrote me. Too much of bothering you with small issues like these. I said, don't worry, uncle. It's all good. Just focus on leading us while we work from behind to support. He said, let me know how much. I said, 1K, just $1,000 for the press conference. Every little thing, left and right, he will either call or his people will call. When Joseph Boakai returned from the United States after his medical trip, February 13, 2023, you all were saying, but Costa wants to set paper up to go Ghana, give people. This is Boakai writing me. February 13, 2023, he wrote me, thanks, Henry. Are we still on course? We're returning to Accra next week. We have not heard nothing so far. You see that? Boakai was harassing me about going to Accra for something you all were pretending that he was not interested in, that I was setting him up for. When Boakai arrived in Liberia, this is what Weah wrote me, February 14, 2023. Henry, we are back. Thousands at the airport and at the house. I don't know how to thank you. You are God sent to me and Liberia. What did I write him back? I said, I am honored to be a part of this noble rescue mission. This is when he met with Prince Johnson, and our friends were complaining about it. Hold on, you want to see more? When Weah was returning from the States to Accra, we had to get a place for him called Embassy Gardens. That's where he stayed for a few days. I had to send this money to his son, Jojo Boakai. February 6, 2023, $1,400. And I sent him the screenshot to let him know. I said, it has been handled. This was to pay for the place that Boakai was staying in Accra for 2 days. And the vehicle that he was going to be using, $1,400. The briefcase that he has here, this is the briefcase. It's a burgundy briefcase, $399 US. I bought it off of Amazon. That's it right there. $399. I will show you more. There's a Joseph Boakai again. He wrote me here, October 10, 2022. See what he wrote me. He said to me, this is $10K for the 3 counties. He asked me for $10,000 to visit Bapolu, Bomi, and Cape Mount counties. Those 3 counties, $10,000 US. On June 8, 2022, Boakai wrote me here again. Hi, Henry. Lofa trip will cost me around minimum $15K, but it is necessary. Please advise. He's asking me here for $15,000 US to go to Lofa. You see in the proof, I will show you who the real old man beggar is. On April 22, 2023, Joseph Boakai wrote me this. Again, you see it from the top there, JMB. He wrote me, I'm showing the evidence. For those of you on radio, listen, the thousands of you, I'm showing the evidence on Facebook for people to read. I'm not showing screenshots. I'm showing actual messages between Boakai and myself. He wrote me, Henry, please urgently find me $5K to respond to urgent demand between now and Sunday. April 22nd was a Friday. Boakai was asking me to find $5,000 between Friday to Sunday. $5K. I said, okay, uncle, I will make some calls. Then he's telling me the purpose of the money. Let me read it for you again. He said, thanks. It is about the fast month, bishop consecration, and many more. Even Sierra Leone Independence Day on, he asked me to find money to give to Sierra Leone to celebrate the independence. What was the significance of that? Then he's harassing me here Sunday morning. Henry, I have left for the program now, but I should be back by 12 to 1 o'clock. I said, no problem. I said, sorry, my guy returned late from Banga. He will come to you at 1 p.m. to deliver the 5K.
Thank you for the patience and the understanding. Let's take a few calls now before we face our guests. 0772 23 99 33, 0886 30 44 97. The women's line 0777 9803 75. Hello. Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Mike Brown calling from the Tracy Patrick. I was saying, Andrew, I listened to everything that you said. You know, those people, we told our people that they came to see from this country, they never believe us. Can you imagine what Kosa is saying and listening? I am recording other things. They were keen to steal from us. We told our family and they didn't listen to us. Today, you have a problem with him, but we're praying hard to live on that problem. By the grace of God, we live on that problem. And sooner or later, we get from there. Thank you for you having me on the show.
Thank you, too, for calling. Have a nice day. Let's go to the women's line. You went off. Let's do it as quickly as we can. My guests are already in. Just want to afford you the time to have your say on these pointers. If not, then we move on. Yes. Hello. Hello.
Good afternoon, Saint Andrew.
Good afternoon.
This is William Sabato calling for Jikota Ria.
Let's hear you, Sabato.
Saint Andrew, your thought will never go in vain. As I always say, I will continue to pray for you until we see the day. Thank you so much for what you're talking. It is true. It will never go in vain. God has said that God that we serving, He will make way for us. Thank you. That God bless you. In Jesus' mighty name.
Amen. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Andrew.
Yes.
I'm Akariatu Solution District.
Let's hear you, Kadiatu.
Yeah, I beg you, me the message why I get today to tell our leader there. I beg you, Andrew. All the people that get problem in their heart for our party, let them talk to them, let them come back. Because 2020 now we want to
No, I'm talking party thing. Oh. I'm talking. Wait for Isiaka. He coming at 6:50. Yeah, you can say that. Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, this is Edwaka. You know, this is the reason why you will always hear these guys talking about what they're short for. Because when the money comes in and it is misused, it go through the rightful channel. This is the thing that you will see happening in the country. Okay? Can you imagine the people carry on speaker removal for almost 8 months? You know where the money coming from? They will not go and appropriate it, then they take it to use it. So at the analysis, they use the money to destroy the paper trade. But all that they're talking about, what this is about our paper trade they are talking about. Hey, do you give me excuse about paper trade when you have the whole world is digitalized? Did you try about paper trade and you want to try to cover somebody butt for doing the wrong thing? But here we are, Gafua, and I use it on him. So I don't know. People are just taking money onto themselves, forgetting about the Nigerian people. So we will be here and people that are supposed to check me, they are the ones that are taking there and say, bring our own. When you carry the other people, you bring our own. Thank you.
Thank you too for calling. Have a nice Monday. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello.
You want to cut your radio off, please?
Yeah, my name is Sherry. I come from Douala. What worry on Unity Party people for? They rich men in the power. Wow, have all the riches and they forget about God. And God said, you fool, today I will save my life for you. And God took his life. We shouldn't worry about what they are stealing. It's just for our bye-bye.
Good. Nice one. Hello.
Yeah, good evening,
Yes, sir.
And good evening to the people of local country. Well, somebody, this is Mohammed Jones of Fana Junior. Well, somebody, we told these people, we said that Mr. Bwakai is not a leader. Mr. Bwakai is going to came here to see our people. And we are still here, with many people on social media. We are there blocking them. You know, when our party officials are not blocking, and not going to share media, we are on social media. Using our dialogue and blocking the thing that what I see is false and misleading. We always putting all of the social media that is happening, putting the thing that is happening. But the CDC CRS is not working. The difference with you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, Chief. Hello.
Anyo.
Yeah.
I do my brother. It's Eastern brother.
Yeah, doing good. Man, CC, and you?
The men get massive play for the people when they see it.
That is also now, man, CC.
Looking good is our best, my brother.
Yeah, no, that opposition also. The people say we nothing with that. So we are in opposition. We'll probably want to together.
I tell you get you massive. So, guys, you thank you, Baba, for the show tonight. I mean, this afternoon. So, what we have for 6 years about Joe Bwakai, the party, it comes to pass. They not prove all wrong, they prove all right. What we say about it, that when they come to power, they party of Ellie and they want it. And they say, no different, no change. When they say criminals, that then, Ellie said they how they call it, where you Philippine go to on Brossy. Today I can't to Kafua say, you know, the money left the country and he left the cover. Are you kidding me? Librarians are suffering. There's no school fee to go pay school fee. Even government school, we get a first one to go register children when the post school open. Then you tell me, oh, he know how the money left the cover of the librarian people. Yo, my brother, that Andrew, that man here in the cookie jar, yeah? If not tell anybody say, hey, not there. You see your one in this country. their government will answer. They will for 6 years and we will cry because we call for protest. I said, Andrew, you say you listening to that? They can say, me, I'm going to protest. Oh, they can't kill me, but who going to go protest for K off? That's what I said, only want to protest the poor kid. When you come protest, they can also let them protest, let them step down. We suffer, they can say, oh, we're not going to your church. I say, your church will not go. So they will cry. You see, Kenya, they put stood their ground. And they set King down, they brought him down by force. For them comment that, yeah, you know, people, and they people, they're not doing nothing. They can't move Martin. For the action will move Martin. So they say, what? Thank you, Pastor.
Sylvester Kroman say hello to you. He said, man, say hello.
Okay. Tell you hello, Pastor.
Okay. All right, guy. Yeah, I know, but he just said hello to you.
Okay. Tell you hello, Pastor.
You know, the boy can enjoy your powerful, forceful voice. Okay. Thank you all for spicing it up. Sorry, I decided to just take few calls. Let's see how tomorrow will be. I said at 4 o'clock. We don't disappoint in radio. When you say 4, it's 4 because the guests have other things to do. Time is very precious. So let me say we will stop the calls there and face our guests from the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, the epicenter of the confusion, misunderstanding of everything. People, young boys, young girls dying, fighting, dismissal, suspension, threat. Recently, we spoke with Lawrence Gay, who is in hiding, that his life is at risk because he arrested a DEA top official daughter, allegedly with drugs, and he was instructed to release her immediately. Refusal led him to be treated, and then he finds himself in hiding. He hasn't come out of his hideout yet. We don't know what the condition is with him. Just when I concluded that interview with him on the line from his undisclosed location, I had another situation. And I asked the lady to come in and explain her situation. You can keep the hurt, the pain, frustration inside of you. You wouldn't have solution. It is when you can express yourself honestly, not against anybody, but just tell the story, then you have an answer. I'm privileged to have in studio Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency personnel, Rebecca Logao, and also alongside her, Emmanuel Yangbe. Let me say thank you all for accepting the invite at a very short notice. Rebecca, alongside Emmanuel. Welcome to Kings 88.5 Real Talk.
Yes. I'm Rebecca Logal, Action Agent of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, Green Crew Detachment, and also Duty Commander for Tembeti Checkpoint in Green Crew County.
Hello, this is Emmanuel Yombe Senior. This is Emmanuel Yombe Senior on LDA Department.
Yeah. You want to call your position, that's your name. But your position in the department like she did.
Operator Esan Grand Crew County, Chembeti Checkpoint, OPS in Grand Crew.
Okay, you want to come inside or small so the camera will capture you. Okay, all right. So, Rebecca?
Yes.
I've already explained my part. You have the story. You are the storyteller. You are the only person can give the people a real understanding of what has been happening, what is happening, and what you think needs to be done. So you want to start explaining exactly what it is.
All right. This story is all about Michael Gible, the former PRO for Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency. He was assigned in Grand Creek County as county commander. When he went to Grand Creek County as county commander, we welcomed him in the county. When we welcomed him in the county, he started coming around me like he want relationship from me. I denied him. I said, no, you my boss man. I can't love to you. But we have our Nima Kwado, Chialele here by the name of Gina Kado. So I will connect you with a woman for you and her to be in friendship. So when I gave the woman number to him, he called this woman only one time. From there, he called the woman again. I see you call the woman, and I only called one time. At that time, he was lodging in Sept on the motel in Barclayville. So I went back to the woman and asked her, they lady made me to understand that she was loving to want create job, frustrated her, and a lot of men have been frustrating her in Barclayville. So she don't want ain't no friendship from anybody again. Or then when Michael Gible ready, he will call me to carry hot water bottle for him to Sept on the motel. One other female officer by the name of Roslyn Segbe. Anytime he called me to carry the hot water, I will call Roslyn to walk with me. So when I carry Roslyn, he can always be embarrassed to tell me anything. When Roslyn left, she went to her assignment area in Dworkin. At that time, he moved to where he was renting to the barrel way on PSL Road. So one day he called me to carry hot water for him. And I asked him, the hot water bottle to your house. And he said, you can look for another one to bring me hot water. In July, last year, July. I carried the hot water to him, ring was 40. When I entered a place on the porch, I rang at the door. He opened the door. He asked me to go in. When I carried the hot water in, he slammed the door on me and he take the key from in the inside lock. I've been behind you that I want you. You said no. I said no. All the way I escaped from here, I went to Tengweti. He still used to follow me to Tengweti. So certain time, I just look at it, I forget about it. He and myself were loving. November 29, in the morning, he called me. Oh, and Rebecca, why you come back the way to call for me? I said, but it's also tell me before time, your Nima Kwado Chia I came and call to her for Crew 2022. He and the former chief of Leeward. I got to know Michael Ghibli.
And how long you people been together? How long you been interacting?
In relationship?
As DEA officers.
Oh, from the county tour, from there we've been interacting. Even I'm making mistake. I seen 2022 Water where he was living. When Water entered a place, he also asked me to help him. At that time, he was still PRO for LDA.
So what happened now that led you to say, let me come out of this? Is it that he has been threatening you, or you feel that you were used and abused and exploited? You are yet to be employed, or he stay threatening you? Which one? Explain it.
He been what really prompted me to because I complained to the in the professional center of the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency. And I carried a complaint there. The people presiding on the case, they recommended his suspension and the letter was placed on the director's desk. But Anthony so downplayed the case because he was in certain connection with the Ghibli.
Anthony So is the head of the DEA detachment.
The former head
in the county.
In the country, Republic of Liberia, the director that was fired by the president. The letter was placed on a desk. The professional standard record.
Oh, you mean the guy who just left?
Yes.
Okay, so that's recent something.
Yeah, recent something. I complained since in July 30. And the board went through the case. They recommended a suspension, and the letter was placed on the director's desk. But the director refused to sign the letter. He downplayed the case until the president fired him. They see Michael Ghibli. I arrested a mineral. I took assignment in Grand Creek County since 2019.
You arrested a mineral. What kind of mineral?
Coal.
Where?
In Grand Creek County.
When?
I arrested a coal 4 months ago. What we usually do in the county, because Lensema don't have any agent to the very checkpoint. So DEA almost a hunting dog for the joint security. Anything that illegal, when we arrest it, when not fall in our purview, we can turn it over to the proper authority. When I arrested a mineral from one fellow from Email Village, I called Michael Ghibli and I was carrying the mineral to Jatekin to go turn it over to the Lensema and agent are there. Michael Ghibli refused. He contacted the RC that the mineral should turn it over to him. He will turn it over to Lensema. And then mineral was turned over to Michael.
You reported the gold to him?
Yes. 37.3. More than 3 more. Michael Ghibli got a mineral, refused to turn the mineral to Lensema. The RC even complained when I carried a complaint. The RC went with a rating complaint. When I carried a complaint, he denied. In a statement, he denied that he never received any mineral from me. More than 1 more, Michael Ghibli was denying that he never received mineral from me. Until the Lensema RC, his name is Washington Weah. Washington Weah carried his complaint to the investigator and the professional standard. The professional standard called Ghibli before Ghibli could agree that he received 37.3 from me. And since then, Ghibli refused to turn the mineral over. He even they respected the board office. While he was undergoing investigation, he left, he went in the county, started carrying on DA function. He started compromising cases. The only way Ghibli doing in Grand Creek to compromise drug cases. Ghibli made me to get a lot of enemy in Grand Creek County.
You people have been arresting drugs, intercepting drugs people?
His administration, I the higher arresting officer for Michael Ghibli.
So when you arrest those drug smugglers, who comes in? Ghibli comes in and say, "You leave the people, or Ghibli I will take care."
Anytime I arrest the people can tell me, "Arabi will back you, will give you so and so amount of money." For me, I leave with my one. You can see one drug dealer in Liberia. I Grand Creek County and citizen about me.
So that's how it is in the county. You people, the drugs come in from different areas. You people arrest them,
Yeah.
and then your heads make sure that the people move.
We can tell the people what to Michael Gibe. Michael Gibe want me that anytime I arrest drugs dealer, I shouldn't call the county OPA, neither the county deputy. I should place call to him directly. And anytime we arrest people, I the duty commander to Tengweti duty, I can call Michael Gible. When I call Michael Gible, we will tell the people what to Michael Gible. When the people go, then Michael Gible will discuss. They will pay certain amount of money to Michael Gible. Michael Gible will free the people. So long they pay the money, you will free them, you will let them go free. After 2-3 days, you will see the people back.
How long this been happening in the county?
Oh,
it is the normal or?
That administration, the power administration out there. I can remember 2021. And 4 officers were dismissed from Grand Creek County. Mayor Anna D. Kenemu, Abosha, that been reinstated. Abosha, how they call it, man, Alfred Somala, self OPA before in Grand Creek County, and 1 mile round. They were.
So, is it because of your strong stance against drugs that led him to have started doing what he been doing to you, apart from the love affair threatening you?
I always engaging. Why when we arrest the people, we take the people over to you, then you can let them go. They can only pay money to you. Anytime you free the people when they come, they will be threatening us. Like you don't go your business how where your commander not get no problem. And you carry out, we pay our money.
Oh, that's what they tell you when they are released.
Always. More than 20-30%. From the time you take over Grand Creek County, that's what you been doing.
So you are not in the county now. What led you to come to Morovia?
I decided to complain because you were in danger in my life in the county.
You feel unsafe being in the county?
Yes. And pertaining the mineral basin, a very serious issue on my back. The owner of the mineral continue to threaten me. Because when people asking him would deny, I never take mineral over to him. They lend some my RC, he was the God for me. If he was not going to carry complaint, Gible was not going to agree that I take mineral.
Who you arrested that gold from?
That one fellow from Email Village.
What, a Liberian foreigner?
No, not foreigner, he's a Liberian. From I see Fort Bell. Michael Gible refused to take the mineral ore. The board recommended a suspension. The letter of place on the Anthony Saul desk. Anthony Saul refused to sign the letter. And Gible went by in the county and challenged the investigator office. He went in the county. Gible started carrying on DA function. Always in the Michael Gible always compromise drug cases. Every trade Michael Gible made in Morovia, he made sure and bring 7 million, 8 million. And here the drugs dealer, then they went into an agreement. Every month they pay a certain amount of money. If you refuse to pay the money, that the only time Gible will arrest you.
When they went into that agreement, that was when?
Since
he took over?
Yeah, he took over the county.
So what his colleagues have been saying, because he's not the only person, it's not the 2 of you only in the county of DEA operations.
Deputy, he been dragging his 2 deputies in our county. He not even counting to be human being. And when you doing that, he can't push him from out of it. Most of the cases, sometimes he can come by the cases in your house. Then from there, somebody from the court, he will take photo, get the price and the suspect particular to the person. Then they pay false code return for him. I can even point out more than 15 to 20% in Grand Crew. They must say he get code return for them. That false code return.
Meaning they send them to court?
He can send them to court.
So you just create that kind of situation. So they'll say they're sending them to court, but they compromise it.
He always compromise the cases. He can send people to court.
Let's hear your side, Emmanuel. What's your story? Explain your story.
All right, thank you. Or in Grand Creek County, there were a search and Betty checkpoint. Well,
The two of you in the same area?
yes, sir.
He is my.
You're assigned at the same checkpoint?
Yes, sir. It came, I think, 3 months ago. Our son got away down beach. Yes. When our son got away down beach, I came in Barclay.
Before you go further, are you employed DEA personnel?
No, operating.
After your recruitment, you're being just operating that way as operative.
Yes, sir. Our son got away down beach. I came in Barclayville to Rex. A George there I knew a Moses knock. Call me now, oh B man. You ever hear from one of your officers? I say who the officer that? But you know disclose the man need to me. But he said the man will do something for me. I say why? He said man will transport something for me. I say why? He said oh man will transport 18 plate for me. Because he always helping me. But I say well, who the man? He never call the man. He say oh but you can help me. That's why I'll call you by doing something. And after Margot Gibblet just take over in the country as county commander. I say I'll call you by doing something. In that process, when he dropped the line, I call Margot Gibblet, which is the county commander for Grand Crew. I call him. I say, oh, one, just call me by name, Moses not. He said, someone always transfer him just for him in Grand Crew, but he never call the person need to me. But in after if I can help him, but he say, I will call you by doing something. So, Chief, what advice? I say, oh yeah, tell the man say yes. I say, well, you provide.
Yes, what?
Yes, that I will carry drugs for the person who arrest the person.
Did you saw the drugs?
Come in, Chief. A lot of time, man, not disclose the drugs to me. Yeah, he was still in Gallo down people with the drugs when he called me or in Barclayville. So that I call my CEO, Marco Gibblet, the county commander. I was in Barclayville too. Marco Gibblet in Barclayville. So when I call, he said, come to my house. I went to the hall, we discuss it. He said, oh, I will get you motor back. I said, yeah, you get me motor. He put gas inside and I will go to the man. He agreed. So when he put gas in the motor, I went to the Moses Nag man who went and get the drugs from a GV offense in Weah. When I get the drug, Moses Nag was still behind. I called my CEO, Marco Gibblet, county commander. I said, oh, Chief, the man gave me the drugs and ain't gonna go back. But on my way coming, and he will be behind me small, but I'll wait for him in Bewa. When he come, pick up small coming because I want him to be with me. We're arresting too. And Margot Gibblet agreed. I said, well, I should wait for him to Topo checkpoint, which is in Barclayville, the first checkpoint. Call it Topo. So he said, no problem. All the officers were there with him. So when I get there, when we start the road, before reaching around the point, I call him. I say, but I almost closer to the point. And I may have a conversation that he will put a woman behind me for people to feed, like fish we travel away. He said, no problem. I already posted at the checkpoint. So when the guy put a woman behind me, we get at Topo checkpoint. I park a motor. I say, like Emmanuel Young with LDA. I say, oh, I'm already carrying water and bring it back. I carry the bag because of discuss between I and him. The guy start knowing good, so I want to be like. And I'm aware of what happened. So that when they call me, I pull it back. They say, what in the bag? I say, Chief, can check. Margot Gibblet, the person who checked in the bag, which is the county commander, because it was plain between I and him already. All the officers would not know. Beside I and him, it was discussed. Wait. But all the officers that go will not know because we said maybe when we tell them, we will make communication to the man. So we keep it on done between I and him. So when we get there, when you open the bench, saw the judge. Our 18 plate, marijuana.
You saw it too?
Yes, 18 plate. But in the photo here, you can see 10 plate in the man hand. But the judge was 18 plate.
Show you. You're on camera.
Yes, sir.
Show it. Let the people see.
Now the judge here, it was 18 plate. But in the man hand, he put 10 plate there. But 8 plate will not know where he go at. And during the bunny day, all of drug la ben arrest.
What kind of drug was it?
That grass. The plate tape what you can face.
Marijuana?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
the Ghana marijuana.
The Ghana tape. It was 18, but yeah, you will see 10. If you count it, you see 10. But it was 18 plate. We arrested when you take 10 plate photo with the man. So I had a job and that man all go to court. Moses now no go to court. Moses now after Moses now went at the DA office in Barclayville. I told the chief, I said, oh, they messing I know him and my auntie daughter and him together. So I'll go in share with them for be featured for him to be aware that I don't want setting up. And I play the real fun. He said, I should my husband said to me, don't go in share. I said, no, I'll go there because for it to be fun. I make it fun. For a day, I call him my phone with me, the show, oh, I'll call him. He said, oh, you're putting me on, I'm not part of that thing.
The drug dealer now.
No, me now.
You not. They should free you.
Yeah,
so you went in jail? He jailed you?
I decided to go in jail, man, because my sister husband.
To go in jail with who?
With my sister husband.
The suspect.
The suspect.
So you get feel that he the one setting up.
I the one setting up because my auntie.
But why you this? Why you were not to do that?
Because my auntie daughter keeping him and leaving my auntie house. So that it go that way. And just the other made 2 days in shell. My husband will free him. Well, may pay 250,000, and he now go to court.
250,000 what?
Liberty LD, and the man now go to court.
Pay the money to who?
Michael Gibley, the country commander for Grand Crew. The money was paid to him, and he released Moses Nat. How Moses Nat left. So I said, oh chief, I went in your office. I said, oh, chief, but Moses not what complain, I bring I arrest him with the judge and put you in the note, turn it over to you. Well, are you suffering? I said, running behind him, turn it over to you. Well, chief, how you release him? I'm going to court. He said, I'm married, you're going to fast in the case here. I don't come I don't want for no one to question me. I don't owe anyone explanation. I said, oh, chief, he said, you owe anyone explanation. He said, get off my office. How can also for your office? Up to now, Moses not see me, or either if he won't see me, it's like a threat to them. So if boy GK president I tell you I can just move there easily. It's very hard because Moses not living GK. And I arrested that judge. I can be passing in that town easily because of our internet.
So drugs move down there like everyday movement of people, eh?
Because of Margot Gibley town, it happened in past administration.
It was not happening.
It was not happening. Augustine Weah town senior. It was not happening. Problem in my ocean. Doing his time, it was not happening with just to the way Just Logan in the country. No. President, if you go to Just here, they say I'm paying tax to the county commander, and we don't know. People don't pay tax. We want to arrest them, turn it over. For investigation.
Drug dealers have told you that they're paying tax to the commander.
The county commander go to arrest them, and it's supposed to be so.
You sure of what you're saying?
Chief Red. Now, if someone if any DA officer from the HQ can delegate ourselves go in that country, like Jack, honor man, they will tell the same thing.
For the people saw to go in Grand Crew to go do the fat funny.
They will tell the same thing.
Anthony saw to get the people money to go to fat funny in Grand Crew.
They will tell the same thing that they paying tax.
And Anthony Saul refused to get the people money to go do the fat funny in Grand Crew County. They see Anthony Saul refuse to sign this Gibley suspension letter. And Michael Gibley have been loving to lot of drugs dealer. All the women are selling drugs in Grand Crew County. Michael Gibley sleeping with every one of them. And he can even send a motorcycle that can ride to carry the people drugs from one point to another point. He also helped them to distribute their drugs in the county. And he can send the boys in to go collect their drugs dealer their money. When they collect the money and carry it to him, he will take us some and get a bottle one to them, say, go transfer it to so and so person. When she asks you, tell her the person that transfer the money, that the only money they will have in their phone. All our effort we applying in Grand Crew County, Michael Gibley destroy all. Michael Gibley like criminal. For Michael Gibley to deny that .3. I gave Michael Gibley 37.3. Michael Gibley deny until the lancement RC complain Michael Gibley before Michael Gibley agreed that I attend 37.3. He received 37.3 from me.
Now you people are in Morovia.
Yeah.
You're going back to the county where Michael is still the commander. You're going back there?
Oh, we're supposed to go back in the county because of where we are son. Like Yongwe left me and he went back in the county. When Yongwe entered the county, he called the county OPA and he get the county OPA recording here.
Yeah,
Called the county OPA that he should put Yongwe under suspension in the county OPA. He refused. So he called the chief of Leeward and he gave Bobby order and Bobby refused. Bobby not want to take order. The chief of Leeward called the county OPS to put Yongbe on stand because when he and myself were having a problem in the ball offer, the ball when he hold the ball are wasting, the ball self are wasting for the ball for all. The thing that happened when the boy explained that what made him to go against the ball.
You know what you just explained? It was a case that I arrested the president from part of Grand Crew called Weah. He called the Peking, a popular leader I know him by his pattern. Partner arrested in Miami. We have played with few passes, I think 110 passes if I'm making mistake. See here for me. 110 passes if I'm making mistake. So when I turn over to my district commander, I'll be Logao, and I'll be Logao turn over to Margot Ghibli when he was on his way coming Morrieville. Yeah, and he compromised that case where in Chembeti he passed on and come Morrieville in the same last year. So when they came on that case and we came for the vetting, I went to my house when on the board chairman called me with screen number, say in my report to HQ. I say consular don't chief. When I report the broad photo there in front of me, I think 3 or 4 photos, but the one I recognized, it was the picking that I arrested. So when I say the truth to say, oh yeah, chief, this men were arrested by me. And they were turn over to my commander, I'll be Logao, and I'll be Logao turn over to Margot Ghibli, which is county commander for Grand Crew. The day when Margot Ghibli started keeping girls for me. After the vetting, I went back in the county because what he was taking that we should go back in the county and go to work. Later on, they will call us. So I went back in the county working at Chembeti checkpoint. In that process, the OPA called me. I don't know why he called me. We got to nothing to him. Marcus J left from here and enter after him going through investigation. He left and go back in the county. In all of the OPS to put me to call me on stand down. To put me on stand down. So in that movement, I call.
What is stand down?
Suspension.
So
they suspended you?
It was only a desk. I called.
They suspended
you?
you?
Yes, sir. The letter was only a desk.
How many weeks or months?
I not received the letter, chief. Permission. I not received the letter. I called HQ.
But you were told that you are suspended or you were suspended?
Yes. I was told for the first time I was suspended. I went back. After I went back review. Before going back, I called HQ. On the board, the board said, oh, go back, we'll discuss it. I went back review. OPS said, go back. Someone pay for you, I let you go, but I don't know what I do. So I never question him. Permission, chief. I never question him. I went back, Chembeti. The next day, it was Tuesday. After work, by 5 o'clock, I went to my house, take on him my uniform. I had the OPA call me. Right from my house, I get never because never not there, so it was surprising to me. When I answered the call, the OPA said, report to back review by the director of the chief of Leeward for the country, say you must go on stand down. We should put you on stand down. I said, oh, chief, but what I do? I went in the beat and my phone just went off. I want to play the record. I went in the beat and got those one to call him. When I call him, say, the chief of Leeward say, you must go on stand down. I said, but what I do? Now he said, the case that you get in Moravia there is the reason why the chief of Leeward say, you must put you on stand down because like your case are in Moravia, I bring all the problem here. I said, well, chief, I don't want to get a case. I will not say about wasting in that case. And the commissioner being to myself, I want to testify. And the truth, I testify what I know. And the truth, I know that what I testify.
The two of you, Rebecca and Emmanuel,
yes, sir.
You tell us how the drugs get into the counties, how the people trade those various different kinds of drugs, so much so that it is embarrassing the entire country now. people say, oh, that is the people in the community. Some people will say, oh, that the same people in government, all kinds of things. You say, you people are aware of the march they held this last month, August 7th. It say no to drugs, because of the way all over the country, and you're aware of the many people that have died from it. You tell us how, because you people are the ones on the field. We do not know. We can only hear how these drugs of different kinds can get into the country.
Oh, thank you, Chief. Like the county that we work in, the county that some area the checkpoint there, and some area like Bush Road. You get me, Chief? And the area like Bush Road, obviously, not a sound there. Like when you in Chengbeti, checkpoint, and someone coming from Weah, they will not pass through that checkpoint.
Excuse me, please. Sometimes they just enter in the county by road or by sea. Some people can travel over the sea to carry the drugs. Le Sassan down beach, the area get beach, they got away down beach where the 18 play were arrested. They play, that they sea course they people can use to bring the drugs. Most of the people that enter in the county with the drugs, how they can come in the county with the drugs?
By boat?
Yes. Even Kino. And some people use the road to enter the county. Some people use the sea.
Yeah, Chief. So as I was saying, and some people can use the bush road to enter. And when they enter with the judge, still get you persuasive method and go on there while they're selling and arrest them. And when arrest them with 10 word to authority, which is Marco Jubilee.
So, Emmanuel, you are saying that most of those small roads, nobody there.
Nobody there because of bush road. So officers can't go there because of highway, like that jungle.
A forest,
jungle movement. Officers can't go there to say taking assignment there. A bush.
So they can use those small areas. They take the rest to bring it. Yeah, they get what they can get from it.
Yeah.
Then they move back.
Yeah.
So the people already know, like your commanders and other people, they already know that these people, they can be in the know that these people coming with it, or they can just come and you intercept them using those various points.
They thought we can intercept there. If they bring their jaws, they go.
You know what they usually do? The mean dealer can enter the county with the jaws. They can use the forest road or they use the sea to enter the county. When they enter the county, they can, they get seller all over. They can carry their jaws, they can share their jaws to the various setting area. Then they seller, when they carry it around, most of the time I play, we can arrest them. Or in a various horses ghetto, because majority of them get ghetto. So we can take that race to go in the ghetto, then we can arrest them. Some of them are brave. When I told assignment new in Tembeti, most of the dealers then they are afraid of me. Any checkpoint as I assign, they are afraid of me.
Why they are afraid of you?
They're afraid of me because I can't joke with them. When I lay hands on you, I make sure I tell you all.
How you go there to arrest them? You have arm assigned with you?
I can't carry no arm.
You have arm assigned with you?
Nothing.
Hey, stop that. You go with your bare hands.
My officer and myself, we can go with our bare hand. Just God can be protecting us, and we can arrest the people.
Yo, cut that off. That's how you. So the ghettos are just many, eh?
Yeah.
They ghetto uncountable.
But why you DEA people can get rid of all of those ghetto, break them down?
When you boss the ghetto today, if they build tarpaulin area, you even go there and break the area down. You take the tarpaulin. The next day you go there again, you will see another and something.
Sometimes we can put fire on the set. But if you put fire, they'll leave from here and make another base different area. In the sea, around that sea, we'll put base different in the bush. And we can chase them in the bush. Or we're not making more, but we enter in Grand Crew, just say my popular name Grand Crew is baby police. If I go on, you can be 10, I can be 15% here, I go there, who I go for, you I go for. And I will bring us out. We can raise all left in that country. When the county commander, he get a feeling for human being.
Looking at the two of you, and you people saying that you can handle those people, you can arrest them.
Who 4 person in normal, I assign in our district. Like one other
And
fella.
you go in normal.
Yeah. The Gion TV. He chased Gion TV from that county on today Gion TV in Rewaji. Because second time, Gion TV started telling me now, let's forget about arresting the people. They're making prosecute. What you keep arresting people here for? So myself, second time, I started getting weak to work. When he asked me why cases not coming from Temweti, I said, Gion TV say you can't prosecute. So my one can work on going, I true, you can't prosecute. When they get you the cases, you take your money, then the people go. Now at the time, you really start going against me.
So that's how the drugs come into this country. Different points. They see people using Kino, board, and they have the people who are there ready to buy, and they move into the various towns to sell.
Yeah. And other people in our country who want to buy, like for example, if some people carry the drugs there, and other people there who get money when they buy it, the people that buying it in cahoots with the country commander, they give him money. When you tell somebody to pay 10,000, 20, 30,000.
What you got 10,000? Some people paying 150,000 to him, 50,000, 100,000 every month. Now the money they pay to him.
Who just said him by pinche, they will gain 10,000, 20,000. But the people who can sell by ounces, that they push by ounces, they will gain 60 or 100, some 50,000.
Have you people taken this to Morovia authorities, besides what you're doing now, to explain to them all of these things that are happening with the drugs in the county and the problem is posing, so that you people hear from them, even though it is their responsibility to, but you people are the ones on the ground. So if you are experiencing a kind of problem, so much so that you two are tired with it, just to hear from them. You try?
We can't complain to headquarters.
Headquarters didn't say anything.
No, they play the part because the board recommended the main suspension and the letter was placed on the director desk.
And nothing happened.
The director not signed that letter, he downplay the case.
LIB.
Until the new people take also really appealing to the people to see reason.
That you take.
Michael Gibles, they respected the board office and went back in the county. Why the board asked him to not step in the county until the investigation can be over. Michael Gibles went back in the county and started carrying on DA function. The only thing that blessing Grand Crew for now, like the police commander, he really doing ready in Grand Crew County. They call him Climate Bala because Gibles refused to arrest a drug dealer name because of a money deal. So the police commander ready in Grand Crew County.
Let's try your best. You take your officer that are going to feed. They do the one they ought to do because what kind of commander jail in making a week in the county like when we go, also will not get scared to work. Giving drug dealer grant to disrespect the officer in the county. And it was not happening before.
If you can see the mark on my hand, just a marking real salon on me. Or there or notorious drug dealer. When Imana Youngwe and myself we enter Sano. I think I bon time they call the time Mama Po. She always going for drugs in how they call the play government can and Gibles aware or setting and he also loving to her. So when intercept in Mama Po, I asked her, I said, let's go to Mama Po, Tepo, for her to go do your inspection. She started begging me, let's go by and let's go Grand Crew Sound and go to the gas. I said, no. From Mama Po to Temweti, almost about 1 hour plus. So I can tell you from Mama Po where they get gate in Mama Po and they get police station here. For you and myself to travel on Bush Road about 1 hour plus. I know the crown that you will put on my head. We went to Mama Po police station at their inspection in the person of the joint security. Even the how they call the thing where she was carrying. That the officer named Mama Po checked that where was. According to Gibles said that they lady and calling a naked one on the street. Why mama call a traditional time?
Let's go back to where you started. You accuse Jipley of encouraging you to have or say have affair with him, then he will give you the job.
Yes. Even when
So have you the job now? You have the job?
No.
Because you say you gave in to Jipley's demand. Why you don't have the job? Why you are not employed? Because you enter agreement. You were satisfied with the agreement. So you should be employed now.
Later on, I discovered that the man, he not even have any power to employ anybody. And that thing
But why you did not find out first so that you would not have?
I was not even wanted to do it. I was not wanted to do it. The how what all I carry to him all that it costs all
you find out from his friends? Because usually when people come here around you with the kind of thing, you want to talk to some of the friends around who know the person, both male and female.
That it happening. Maybe I go find out from somebody. I don't know the person. The person go explain to him. He will hold it against me and start using a county commander power on me.
Going back to the county, wouldn't it be a problem for you?
When Jipley not in the county, it will not be a problem for me. But even telling people that I assign Grand Crew. I know they gave my release letter that I not assign Grand Crew. Now why he explaining that I not assign in Grand Crew county? Why he is saying I mean also go back in the county. Jipley went back in the county and working, telling people that I not assigned in Grand Crew county.
You're listening and watching Real Talk on Kings 88.5. My guests are Rebecca Logao and Lawrence Emmanuel Youngbe, two LDEA personnel, even though they said they are not fully employed, but they've been in the DEA for several years now, talking about how drugs are smuggled in the country and how Rebecca was being harassed, intimidated, and she had to give into the coercion of Michael Jipley, have affairs with him on condition that she will be employed as LDA personnel, and that is yet to happen. You want to raise some questions with them? 0772 23 99 33 0886 30 44 97. The women's line 0777 9803 75. I will take as many of you as I can, if and only if you can go straight to the point. Hello. Hello.
Good evening, Andrew.
Yes.
This is Frederick Bro. I do join from Party Fashion. I'm citizens of Franco from Weah.
Let's hear you, sir.
Let me first say, you must say a very big thanks to the studio guests, both the male and the female. I have a little, issue with them. Not question, but course. The issue of just this, actually, the past government, as they said, after every 2-3 months in war. The past government did extremely well. They use ASL along with some key officers to fight the issue. That's what makes the issue actually done. But the present government, when I saw drug moving in the country, even man very sad. You get where I come from, drug putting left and stuff. So the traditional side that they say, they put trying to put us on mechanics when they notice that you send it drugs, they will, help the DA by enforcing that to travel from it now. But let me get advice on this stuff. Just easy, as I said, if you put yourself into a track, so I get advice If you doing it, you take your own time of doing it. I think, Andrew, I just asked you a question. You waited to go back and you said if they take the map and then you go there about anything and then you not go back. So that means that you just ask for reassignment will be better than for you to go there, your life to be interested. So thank you.
Good. Hello.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Let's hear you, Ma'am Bessie.
Yes. Then I want to ask. Baby,
yes, ma'am.
The way you can teach yourself enough fine. They might put you to love for you. He said no. Why the never it cost he eat a net? They carry water for him.
He entered the country. I the one used to cook for him. I used to make hot water for him.
Yeah, but already that doing that, they say what against you. What I mean, I would say, no, you brought another one. Already you brought somebody who get it to eat. You see the thing? So what I want me, that topic where you put it inside there, you are going to put it there. Yeah, you're going to have to yourself and every day. Woman, that bought you. Yeah, woman that bought you. Woman can respect, say. Look at what the project do. It for you. Then they won't get to you. So sorry for that one, forget about it, yeah? Fancy what they say when the man talking like, yeah, say hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, they say when my son, I know my brother or my son talking, who got for chicken? I'm for another assignment. You go all outside there. Please. It's for already. Get it?
All right, Mama.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
My man, the women's line, yo. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. You are on the air. Okay, let's go to the women's line. Hello.
Hello, Sam Andrew.
Yes.
And the doctor on the line.
Yeah, let's hear you, Dr. Mansisi.
Let me say hi to your guest, my sister, and my other brother. I want to ask my little question to my sister.
Yeah.
She said something and they didn't go down well with me.
Mm-hmm.
They may ask you for love.
Mm-hmm.
And you choose another person say, I recommend you to the other person. So that all what they want. They want you recommend this man to that. Go to the man, you all can be fresh. You can be fresh. The woman will who to you.
The woman I walk with Lele.
She can receive all the men in the country, right?
Oh.
Somebody ask you for love and you said no. I recommend to somebody else to go and make love with them.
Mm-hmm.
So the woman that she want to start to take all the men for the country.
That question
to accept their love.
That question belongs to her. Because she
no, it not belongs to her because you
she know how she been living there. She know.
Oh, she knows she been living there.
Mm-hmm.
So me, I can tell you sorry. What you did was wrong.
Uh-huh.
You were wrong. You made an accident. You were wrong. You already told the man and not agree. Mm-hmm. Be on your wall. You're proud. You're proud. Be on your wall. Don't say, oh, go to the door. What did you got to talk? Then you come on the air to free yourself. Hey, man, let out you. It's wrong, my sister. Don't do it. There's another assignment. In your left hand, number 8. Thank you. But I want to hear your cry. What I want to hear your cry. The men are arrested. They drop today. They check out the men today. In this country. That news. The other men are going to say, oh, from the head to the toe, they put a picking drops. You know, they hear your cry. It's just pretty fun. Nobody listen to your cry, my sister. Now, what I'm going to see that so. Why a parcel will take it? Why a booster will take it? Somebody hear your cry. So that's what you have to do. No more in your left. I'm going to be on GA. Thank you.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Your name?
Yeah, sir. This from District 16.
Who?
We provide money from District 16.
Let's hear you, Levi.
Yeah, so the problem about the drugs issue in this country, to eradicate drugs in the country, we got to start from the head. You know, people putting their left on the line, taking risks to fight drugs, they are not employed. They are not protected. Okay? They're taking risks. And the risks they are taking, the government need to partner. But just listen to what your students get their experience in there. They are not protected in the Grand Crew. Whenever they go on the field to arrest the drugs, you know, they tell that, well, they can be prosecuted, they can be paid to the commander, and the commander set them free. In case tomorrow now they say I'm for the border and harm them tomorrow, what will become of them? So we need the government ready for a trust. The ministers, from the president down to the ground level, we start putting the trust from there for folk who enter the bush. You can start putting the trust from the lower angle. Start putting the trust from the upper arm. Yeah.
All right, sir.
They're risking our life.
Thank you.
They are not protected. Government not backing them.
Thank you, sir. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, na lele na mandara bo she do it or say on lesser interest. People when they go back when they book and hunt for them do bad to them. Because they need to do that thing there. But when it comes in, you report the person, you stay away from the person. But you tell the stop it, you say all around now. The people will be scared, and I may lose job because if the government say they will tell them be me from in a plane, and then I may lose job. But you go there and they will want you to kill you.
The person say I warn you already. So you know that anything happen.
So where are you assigned?
I assigned to Bon Mines.
Bon Mines.
Yes.
And explain how it is like in Bon Mines. You people experience the same thing. People smuggling drugs. People compromising drugs.
No. It's not happening like that. There's nothing like for smoking drugs here. But for what I'm saying, it's trying to what they are seeing that
But people trade drugs. People trade drugs over there. Have you people accepted drugs? You see.
We've been arresting most of the time. Been arresting drugs.
And when you arrest the drugs together with the smugglers, what happened? You compromise it?
No, we can always arrest the drugs and then we turn it over. Since 2018, we can always turn it. Then we time for branding. Our bosses will carry and join the people in Moravia and do the branding. Normally, that's what we do.
Wait, Levi.
At the time, maybe we don't have any chance to carry it. So they told the branding at one time.
So when you arrest the consignment of drugs, it is turned over to your bosses. According to you, they take it to town to burn it.
Normally, that's what we always do. We came in 2018.
So you will turn it over to them. You will turn the drugs over to them. You stay in the county, and they bring it to town to burn.
Yes, we can make the listing. We can know the total number, the total listening. We can do all. they cannot do the camera, then the people they carry the copy, and then all the copy remain here.
But why it can't be burned in the county where it was arrested? It has to be turned over to your commanders to bring it to town.
That what I'm saying, we before we burn so here before. We burn so here, I think 1 or 2 times a year. But each time they will tell us that we should carry in Monrovia to the head office when the time is approaching. June 26th.
Okay. Thank you so much, Levi. Thank you.
Sir.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for the program. I'm still calling from Jara.
Sorry, this is not men's line, but women's line. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
You are on the air, Chief.
My name is Brahma Wood, and I joined from my District 13 capital shot this afternoon. Let me say thanks to your 2 people you have there. You know, these are the things sometimes we can look at, we can say drugs will not finish for this country. Because these guys risk their life. They chase after drugs, you know. They arrest those drugs. And then somebody who's sitting in their air conditioner office, who fail blowing them, will go and take that drugs and carry it back in those ghettos and call people and share those drugs with them and even sell the drugs and get money from out of it. Why people who risking their life, they will not get anything from out of it. So I think it is time now for the government to hear this. And you know, now to where they are, I think they have to place their life in the hands of our government, because maybe after day today, we don't know what next. Maybe they will hunt them to get rid of them, and now they are not employed, as she said. So maybe that this may be the call. Maybe they may not be employed because they are putting their secret out, and that's what's more. Every time we say in this country, the issue about drugs in this country, I think where you see the drugs you arrest it, still right there and put fire on it. I think for me that would be the best. If I someone to go tell you, say, oh, let me carry Monrovia and then point it. So what about Great Crew? Drugs can be point there. People are risking their lives, chasing
All right,
people.
Boyma.
Now they are the bad people now in our country.
All right.
They are the bad people now. But you know, one thing she said for me, I really had a problem with her. Why this man try to convince you, to encourage you, you had no right to accept him, to sleep with him that night. So my sister, for me, I got problem with that. Anything that man do that night, don't agree to sleep with him. But now he slept with you, and now what you wanted from him, you not get it at this time. So what become of you today?
Okay,
so my
sir.
sister, I think for that you are wrong for that aspect. Thank you very much for the time.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, concern of the studio Jersey lady.
What is your name? What is your name?
My name is Brain Scott from Pinktree. Sometimes you see men, they are
Speak louder, madam. Speak louder.
Sometimes you see men, they are people that you have to, you the daily have to take distance from them. Because you know that these days, job business is very high in the country. So they use it as a point, okay, to abuse women. So she had no business carrying hot water for him. He already told him he never went there. You have to keep your distance. You are supposed to continue to keep your distance for him. And sorry, happy at that because he lied to you that he will give you job, and which of course he even able to do it. You never even knew anything about him, but you just carry yourself to him. Sorry, happy now because of job, and yeah, it's now you cannot get a job, or you have to keep distance. And it comes to this job thing. Something in Liberia now these days, you say 2018 was not like that, and now you see how it's looking. Your life at risk. You have to take time in life. Not everything you have to put yourself in from because you don't know human being has. You don't know what they got in mind for you. It's it now. You cannot go back because if the man stay in the country, you will not be able to go back. And you're left at risk because we have seen so many jobs, things on Facebook and other places that today the people are having so far. And yet and still you are not learning from those.
All right, madam.
Sorry, thank you.
Hello. Hello?
Hello?
Let's hear you. What is your name? Where you call from? You are on the air, madam. Oh, you aren't ready. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, St. Andrew. This is Mr. Swain calling from the township of West Point.
Well, you want to cut your radio off, Mr. Swain?
Lower the radio, lower the radio, lower your radio. Okay, hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
You are on the air, Mr. Swain.
All right. You see, that one side of the story. But however, the sister in studio, she went in errors. In the sense that what she did, that one side of the story. But I'm first of all saying sorry to her. But if I were somebody, let us take another example elsewhere. Because the man stay in DEA, and when she having to go there, the men they have different, even they put more charge on her, but even say she want to do that, sending the drugs here. So she will take another exam. Thank you.
Hello. Hello?
Yeah. Hello.
My man, 0777, Chief. 0777-980-375, women's number, not men's number. Sorry. Hello.
Yeah. Hello, St. Andrew.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah. Yes, Man Seditious.
Man who?
Man Seditious Point, calling from Balance Quebec.
Let's hear you, Fifi.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Your guests are in the studio there. They are there. She did every what she did by accepting me. She's not supposed to have done it. She's supposed to have put on her ground by telling, as she said, that she was not to do it. She's not supposed to have gave her friend double to the man. So it was very wrong on her part. And for the just issue, man, that just the women of that breast, also Rado County, which is the United Party of women, they went in the street to protest for that just business. Nothing comes from out of it. So you are in to there. You are just wasting your time. So the one you able to do it's a waste. Please don't go back in our country. So the government, anything they can do, they can fund people. So just let it go and by staying away by going in our country and exercise different place. So thank you, St. Andrew, and thank you to my city that gave me this number here. At least I will be on the station every time. Thank you.
You've been waiting to have it, eh?
I tell you, I've been waiting to have it. I flash it, grab the line for her. I'm thinking of my sister. We all are my cheerleader there.
I know.
My cheerleader there. At least thank God for getting on the line. Thanks to my best. Thanks to all the women that I can go on the station. I regularly listen to the station every day. I get my earpiece in my ear. Everywhere I go. Thank you, Tim. God bless the Kids FFM. Every one of you. Even I want your life. God bless every one of you.
Amen.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. Let's take 1, 2, the men, women lines, and then we go back to the guests to wrap up.
Hello, Mr. Andrew.
Yes. Hello, sir.
Yeah. Yes, Eric from the brother of Liberty.
Tio?
Yeah, my problem I got with the 2 studio guys. The work with Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency, but they're not performing well. In a sense, to them, they're disgracing the commander in Grand Crew. For my own analysis, they're disgracing the entire DEA. They're not performing good. The reason I'm saying it because for everything they're talking over there, it's gone worldwide. Everybody here in it. They got a negative impact on the entire agency. They're not performing good. So I advise the 2 men and women that are in studio, they should be dismissed. They're not performing as security people.
All right. Have a nice day. The last one from the women. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. No, sorry. This is the women's line. Thank you all for spicing it up. Rebecca?
Yeah.
Emmanuel, you can respond in a few minutes as we gradually coming to the end. You can respond.
Yes. That the people view. They saying that, oh, are wrong by carrying hot water to the men. When they men enter Grand Crew County, our his cook, I the one used to wash for him, do everything for him. So if he carry me to and ask me to carry hot water for him, that's one, and I ain't getting the ground to slam door on me. And I getting any ground to slam door on me. And the other fellow that saying that we're not acting as security people. I complain that man. I complain that man to the professional standard, and the people recommend a suspension, and they let her place on the director desk. The director downplay the case. What you want for me to do? So he expected 37.3 for me to pay it, and then go in question about 3,000 plus US, 3,000 plus United States dollar. So that I the one supposed to pay the money. Then you telling me I'm acting a security person, and since the board asked him to take the go, all the men refuse to bring the go.
All right, Chief, thank you for the time. And I just want to say the new authority are coming in power, are coming appealing to them. Yeah, that they should really try our best for us. Yeah,
you see recent,
because a Ghibli will be in our country, meaning plenty things will spoil. Or if it's in it, they can send someone there to go and see for themselves the work the member doing in the countries, because all the people been in the countries will bring good jobs, but the jobs that will bring for this past time, it was the smaller jobs. Some been jobs in Grand Crew where I get all the video clip my phone from the past government. I get the video clip and I get the photos, and the jobs were rest at the time GBT power. It was plenty. So to see up bring that small jobs,
even
authority how to real see reason and look for someone that will place there in a post or be able to make jobs will be removed from Grand Crew. Even though they say we get many miles, we can finish it, but we will try our best. Yeah, we will try our best.
And let him get it. Don't forget to explain it one. Where you get a video clear. A error border in the country they call Joseph Johnson. He arrested 35 plastic from somebody. He went in recycled the 35 plastic. He called grass small and rebuilt the plastic. He was arrested by Emmanuel Youngbe and one Daniel Nife. They carry him to Temweti checkpoint. They get a record, a video clip, everything. But since Ghibli entered the country, he been doing DA where he now called upon the board one day to investigate him. Because he is well. The recycling the board carry on. He is well.
36 plastic couche. 36 or let's just say 34 plastic. Where the man will induce somebody in Weah, the person came from Sano, induce the person 1,000 US. And I went Weah when I bracket with him because I was in those one, one officer with him, one D officer near Daniel Nive. So when I enter in the fence, I see the officer called me and explained it to me. The officer who having a problem with the man, I said, but my man, the money get for the man too plenty, so you can better him. And the police before what county deputy commander for Grand Crew, when they call the man say, well, take the man to Barclay View to the county OPS. So in that process, we take him to Chembeti checkpoint. We say, my man, what the DC say we should carry you back here. What all on you so we can know? The man say get push on him in the bed. When the man go put it outside, start counting it, the cool thing to grab. I don't know if cool get change to grab. Now everything that was also grab. He now call the grab, he said the cool for in the 34 plastic of cool, he said everything. Then he pack it, he call the grab and put it inside small. He said our job will go open and get a recording in my phone because me as security man, like anything I'm doing, I'm gonna get evidence. I can place it in my secret file.
So you're going back into the county, your feet safe. Some of the callers expressed concern about your safety and security.
And the new director, when they sign the main suspension letter, will go by in the county and work.
But if it is not signed, you
We
people
will not
won't.
go
We
there.
will not go by. All officers just in the roof far, but all officers can be willing to
And
come over and see more than this.
your authorities in Morovia know that you people are here and based on your complaint,
Yeah.
and you people have not gone back.
Yeah, as the all
They
authority
are
who
aware
were
that you
in
people are
power,
staying in Morovia.
They know
the
they
all
well.
authority were in power as well, but just the president, people who just get in power now as well.
That only the three person
The three person.
the board,
But
the
you-
professional
Director,
standard
You
know.
people
and
have
we
a
here.
job. You people have a job to do. Yes, they are aware that you people here, right? And you people have a job to do. So not going back in the county, it would be like abandonment of your duty. What they call dereliction of duty in security. You abandon your post. It might be used against you,
All right, thank you,
and then
Chief.
you people might get affected.
Thank
No,
you,
we're not
Chief.
a banner post. Because we file complaint to the professional standard.
Yeah, and when you file a complaint, then you're working, you're doing your work. Why
No.
the authorities
The
looking
county
into
commander
it?
and myself under investigation until the investigation can end before I go by in the county.
They approve your being off
They are
off
well
duty.
because it's also go in the county and do fast finding.
They aware they approve your being off duty.
Yeah, they are
Why
well.
the complaint is they looking into the complaint?
They are well.
About me, Chief, I'll be local case. The county commander hold me a witness, and I'll be hold me a witness, and I came and made a fact. So my problem last day when I went back in the county and Mago Ghibli follow in the county after he called that I should be released from Chengweti, and later on the OPS said in Mosurado issue, the board talked to him. I went back on assignment. I was working when the chief of legal, he said by the OPS statement, he said the chief of legal say I should be released from Chengweti and be on stand down. And the OPS said by his statement, I got to record my phone, by his statement, he said because of what case that in the office in Mosurado, the reason why the chief of legal said must be on stand down. I said, well, I don't get a case with anybody. I don't know, they only hold me a witness the both party, and I say, well, I know.
Rebecca said she ready to go back. She go back, so she doesn't feel insecure. What's about you, Emmanuel?
I chief the county part will be working in the county. When my leave the county, well, going work in the county, I no problem.
So your condition for going back, Michael Ghibli shouldn't be there.
Yeah, because he case in there with me. I don't know. Yeah, because he keep it government because I tested.
But the authorities might not be willing to take Michael Ghibli from there, and it might not be because you people have a case against him or claim that they will take him from there. The authorities may not see it that way.
They recommended the main suspension.
But suspension, Rebecca, suspension and taking the person from there completely, they are two different things. Suspension could be that they look into the matter. If it's not too serious, the suspension is lifted, he continues to be the commander.
Yeah.
And
But
you people
why
will
he
go
not
back.
waiting time for the poll to go do the fact finding? They play the post all to do the fact finding. He went by in the county.
Chief.
Okay.
For me, Mago Ghibli work in Grand Crew. As county commander, so only rating bent down. Mago Ghibli get in the county. If I will not tell
You will go back.
The new authority should really do. They should do the rating for the county in Grand Crew. Or Mago Ghibli in that county, I can go back.
Once the writing is done,
The rating is done, I can go back.
and what is that writing?
For you to be truthful to the government, work for the people.
Stop compromising,
Stop compromising
drugs as
do
you
the
people
rating,
claim.
because don't put our rest in our left in threat.
Okay. All right. So thank you for coming to explain your story. That's how it works. You people are not the only ones facing these kind of such problem. There are many that we see every day, we talk to, we hear. So it's good that you people have explained your story. Michael Ghibli has his own version. We get through to Michael Ghibli, but it's good that when you have a story, you explain it, let the people know. Yeah. Had you people not explained your story, nobody would have known. And I show within the DEA right now, they're discussing it because everywhere people listen to Kings FM all over the world. So we don't be surprised if the people call you people to say, okay, We understand you people were on the air. You're explaining X, Y, Z. Let's try to see how best we can handle it. So it's good that you're explaining your story. No problem.
Again, I want to say something because almost everybody calling, oh, she's not supposed to love to the man.
We passed that one.
Yeah, the reason I bring the story on because I want to explain from the start to the end. Even I get my own ugly role that I play. That maybe the time he slammed the door on me and saw they say, oh, you can't, oh, my God, she slammed the door on me. They claim it to be my mistake. I accept it. But the idea should explain everything that happened. Even the lesson.
And why if you had said the man attempted raping me or the man raped me and it wasn't true and Margot Gible goes to jail, your conscience won't be clear. Eh? I'm just saying, if you had just said anything like that.
So that what happened. And I'm even waiting to get a lens in my RC number to you. The board chairman are waiting to get a number to you. Everything I say here are true. I'm not lying on Margot Gible.
All right, Rebecca Lugao and Emmanuel Youngbe, thank you all for coming in to explain your story. I appreciate it. You're watching and listening to Real Talk on Kings 88.5. We are transmitting from Central Moravia. We are situated at the intersection of Rwanda and Front Streets, adjacent the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. So before we go, let me give discussion to all of you Seditians. Everything is set. You people are about to have your new headquarters, just as I've been telling you since last week. And thanks to Israel, who extended that with more emphasis. Don't attempt to give a dime to anybody. There are people now who are moving around acting like they are part of the committee constituted by the former president. You want to be careful, as I have always advised you. You want to listen to the committee. Anything from the committee, it will be read repeatedly on Kings 88.5 and other radio stations. Don't listen to anybody. Don't give a dime. Don't give a single material to anybody who will come and say, a member of the committee will soliciting this within there. As much as you have that passion to see your headquarters constructed, which it will be, you want to be very careful so you are not exploited, you are not used, you are not told to and fro, and at the end of the day, you start to shift. Because when you start complaining that you gave contribution to this person, or you gave this, when we hear it, we blast you right here. We sit right here and disgrace you. That's why we are advising you ahead of time. Don't give anything to anybody. The world is risky. The world is creative. The world is professional. Meaning people know how to do things in a way that you will say, oh yeah, that's the right thing. That's what I mean by professional, the kind of way they think. You got to be very careful. Don't be talking that you're ready to give this, you get 10 back or something, you get it one. No, don't be talking about it. When you're about to do something, honestly, you will not go around trumpeting, explaining it all day, every day. You keep it to yourself. When the time comes, you go and take it. Here's the assurance. When they broke down the building, their headquarters, I gave you a consolation verse from the Bible. Matthew 10, verse 28. You can kill the body, but you can't kill the soul. I'm about to give you another one. Here is it. You find that in Exodus 5. When Moses was about to construct the temple, Moses made a request. And what did God say? He said, everyone with willing heart. And here what happened? You're going to see the same thing. The atmosphere is clear for that with CDC. The people contributed. The people brought more than what was needed for the temple. So much so that the engineer called Hazilia, he went to Moses and said, Chief, you made a request for the people to contribute, but they are giving more than what is needed for the temple. We beg you, Chief, tell them, let them stop giving, and the excess, let them give it to people in surrounding areas who have their houses, their other things, so that they can use it. But we have gotten more than what we want. You find that in Exodus. It's going to be the same with CDC headquarters. I know you are ready to give. What CDC would need to build the headquarters would be more and more and more and more. Over excess, if that is a description. Over excess. Now, here is it. There is this thing that running all around. So former President Sirleaf gave 10,000, 1,000 bags of cement, 15,000 US dollars towards. Listen, that is a propaganda. Don't listen to that thing. If you run with it, fine, you can run with it, but it has no substance. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is a very highly educated woman in this country, the doyen of politics. She knows that pattern. She knows that CDC has not said anything. The committee has not made any public announcement on contributions whatsoever. So she cannot go ahead to announce anything or to give anything. She knows how it's done. In fact, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf would not come publicly and say, I'm giving this or CDC. She knows how to do it. Weah is her son. She knows how they can do their thing. So that which you see running all around Ellen gave 1,000 bags, all right? 1,000 bags of cement or 15,000 United States dollars. That thing is purely propaganda. Unity Party, the counterfeiting. Do you know how Satan operates? Satan counterfeits everything God. And that's how you see Unity Party people, some, not all, the counterfeiting. They will make it as real, and you will believe it as real because you will attempt not to validate it, to check behind. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, if she wants to, she would know how to channel her contribution to the committee. No one has gone ahead. Fonatikova, who is the head of the committee, asked him whether anybody has made a contribution or said anything to them, or they have started requesting for assistance. No. They are taking it time by time, day by day, well planned. So at the close of the day, it can be that, oh, you got to be smarter than the devil. Huh? So I beg you don't do anything. You don't give anybody anything. Every day we advise you. Israel did well this morning to advise you people, as I've been doing since last week. Will continue to do it. When the time comes, the committee will release a statement and you will hear it. It will be played here repeatedly. It will be read repeatedly. You will hear the name of the chairman, the number, everything. Then you will know that, yes. But for now, hold on to everything. The first time in the history of Liberia, when you hear unprecedented construction, that what you're about to see, unprecedented construction, unprecedented means very unusual, meaning you have not seen it before. That's what about to unfold in Liberia. That's why I taught on that verse. The people gave, the people gave, the people gave. The guy ran to Moses, Hazilia, and said, Chief, we beg you, try to talk to the people. Tell the people to stop bringing materials. Stop. Let them stop. Because what we need for the temple, more. Tell them they can give it to people who have houses around so they can build their houses. Those who are not finished with their houses, they can use them to finish their houses. But what we need for the temple, we have them more. That's how it's going to be. So hold on, yeah? That's how we go home on the show. Real Talk on Kings 88.5 for today, the first day of September, the 9th month. We're gradually getting into 2029. I often tell you that we're not far yet. You will see it as being far, literally, from your understanding. But as far as I know from a political count, we are just few days, few weeks from 2029. The 9th month, 2 months from now, I can say technically we are in 2026. When the National Elections Commission starts next year, they start to prepare 2026, 2027, and there's 2028. Preparation for 4.5 million people election is not just 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, or 6 months. It's between 2 to 2.5 years. So the National Elections Commission starts on time. Next year, you will start hearing NEC talking about budget for this, telling the legislature they need this, and all the kind of thing. The chairman and her people going before the legislature to do budgetary presentation and every other thing. Unity Party does not have much time. Look at the gap. Look at the interval. They can do anything very significant between now and 2029. We're not far. Don't worry. No, don't worry. Your headquarters will be finished before 2029. Everything that the National Elections Commission has within its laws as pertain party headquarters, CDC, will meet all. Thank you ever so much. That's all the time we got to be on the show. The news is on in just under 30 minutes, 6 o'clock, King's Newsroom. Please join us for that if you can. And then at 6:50, Isiaka Sharif is here with CDC Hour. That will take us up to 8 o'clock when the doctor himself, the doctor himself, the only teacher of the land, Anthony at Law, A.B. Weah, is in or face the issues, which summarizes the night and then the next day. If God permits, we're back tomorrow. I'm Sam Andrews. Shalom.